Now we have another great interview. This is Kyle. Oh, Brian, how are you?
I'm good.
Kyle's the Executive Vice President of Sales for La Colombe Coffee Roasters. How are you?
Right, I'm good. Great event.
Thanks so much. And if you're just tuning in, this is the Livestream Lounge at BevNet Live Winter 2016. Behind us is the Expo, Service and Supplier Expo. It's booming, lots of people here, best-in-class suppliers. If you're not here, you should be here next time. All right, moving right along. Congratulations on your Best of 2016 awards.
Thank you.
La Colombe Draft Latte, Best Packaging Innovation, and one of the best new products of 2016 as awarded by BevNet.
They are they're partying back in Philadelphia. I can
they're
promise
really?
you that. Yeah, everybody's going nuts. We're
Oh,
thrilled.
outstanding.
I mean, so exciting, and I'm not sure if Todd's watching this right now, but if he is, I know you want to be here. But I got it this time.
It's very well deserved. You know, it's innovation is one of the toughest things to really define, but your innovation is so easily definable because it's so different and so useful, I think, in this industry. So, congratulations again on that. Now, to bring that innovation to the masses, you guys have recently opened a very large production facility in Michigan. Can you talk to us about the development of that and what it's going to do for your brand?
Yeah, we were very, very fortunate to find this facility. It was a last-minute, kind of a gift from above, we say. It's about 55,000 square feet. It was a yogurt plant at one point, so obviously milk is very important to our product. So when it was an opportunity to buy it, it already came with milk receiving and pasteurization and all the things that take a lot of time to build, frankly. Right. And so we were able to grab that, so we could really step on the gas in terms of committing to the retailers across the country on volume and promotion, and really not having to turn anybody away. If we were co-packing it, that would have been the situation.
Now, is it completely up and running? Is it fully functional?
It's functional right now, absolutely. We start shipping the first orders out on 12/12.
Okay.
But that's why Todd wasn't here for this. He's busy, stay in the plant, make sure everything's going perfectly.
Yeah.
And so we're ready to roll.
And what sort of capacity does that create for you out of there?
We can do several 100,000 cases a week out of this facility.
Wow.
So it's unique. I'm telling you, it's like coming from a manufacturing setup like when we launched Chobani back in the day. We had a really unique scenario there where we were able to get that plant and do it ourselves and control the process. It just doesn't typically happen like that. So we've been very fortunate once and now twice. We're out of our minds, actually.
Yeah, because, La Colombe has a couple strong ties to Chobani, or even more than that. Yeah. You were formerly the Executive Vice President of Sales for Chobani.
That's right.
The founder of Chobani, Hamdi Ulukaya, is the primary investor, the chief owner, of La Colombe. As the EVP of sales, your job is to sell as much coffee as you can.
That's right.
So what's the sales footprint, what's the distribution footprint look like right now, and what can we expect to see in 2017?
Well, Q1 it's going to be big. We've committed to several national accounts to go system-wide.
Any that you can name?
Well, yeah. I mean, we can name. Right now, we're going into Wegmans, of course.
Okay.
We've got them. They're rocking. We've got Kroger banners that are coming on board. We're already in Target, so we're in 250 Targets right now, but we're going to be expanding that come first of the year.
Okay.
We've been everywhere, and we've gotten commitments from everyone. Meyer's another great opportunity for us where we're approved and planogrammed and ready to go. So Q1 really is going to be big. It's going to be a lot of craft latte moving.
Yeah. So the innovation aspect of your can is really impressive. It's a design to sort of mimic the same draft latte experience that you sell in your stores. And, as a can, it's something that it seems like it was not the easiest thing to work with, but at the same time, that format was really what made it possible for you guys to be able to deliver that experience to a whole bunch of different people.
Right.
Can you talk about how that sort of developed and what your role might have been in sort of continuing to educate that to retailers and distributors?
Right. Well, I mean, Todd's the brain behind it, right? So he develops the draft latte system in our cafes, and it's just developed this massive following and lines out the door. I mean, you've been to our cafes, you've seen the lines; they're amazing. And Hamdi, and through conversation, was like, wow, if you can make that ready to drink, put it in people's hands, so they don't have to necessarily wait in line, and it literally is the same quality as what comes out of the draft. You got yourself $1 billion idea.
Right.
Ha ha ha. We kind of chuckled about it, and then 60 days later, Todd comes up with, I figured it out. I got this nozzle. I can put it in the bottom. I inject nitrous oxide in. When you pop it, it releases the bubbles, and all of a sudden you've got this beautiful texturized beverage that no one's ever done before.
Yep.
And I think the main reason why no one's ever done it is because it's really difficult to do. I mean, this is a timing, it's a temperature process that it takes a lot of attention. You can't just hit a button and walk away.
Right.
You really got to pay attention to it. So that being said, we quickly went to developing the can and the label, focusing on that sleeve, that beautiful sleeve that we've got. It's just as important to have that sleeve perfect every time as it is to have the perfect content in the can every time. So, we'll of course go through our ups and downs and bumps along the way, but we feel great about where we are now in terms of quality, capacity, so we can really be the first truly texturized coffee, ready-to-drink coffee beverage in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool.
Yeah, one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about was this sort of, when we talked about this in a breakout session earlier, which you were a panelist on, sort of, you already have an established presence in brick and mortar. You've got 11 stores sort of around the country. Is it more than 11 at this time?
It's more than 11. Yeah, so we have 25.
25,
right
okay.
now.
A lot more than
almost,
11.
Almost
Wow.
all live, but all being built out right now. So
Right.
Yeah.
So how are you, how much of an impact is that, your brick and mortar business having on that draft latte? I mean, and what are you building off of from the brick and mortar that is being sort of, I guess, canned in the coffee product
Sure.
that you have, or in the packaged product that you have?
Right. Well, the cafes are certainly. We're very fortunate that we've got 25 years of brand equity behind the La Colombe brand.
Okay.
And in great markets like Philly, New York, DC, Chicago, Boston, now LA, soon to be Miami, Charlotte. That's where I live, so we got to have one in Charlotte.
Okay.
That was a little joke for the guys back home if they're
Nice.
watching. But so it's a great. It's our innovation centers, right? Every cafe, we talk to our customers, find out what they like, what they don't like. We can try new items. We get great innovation ideas from them, different flavors, that sort of thing. So we absolutely utilize the cafes as a partner to get this great innovation out there and educate the people that are going to be buying it, because some people are going to look at it and say, I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. So
Right.
we need to continually educate our own team on how to communicate with the consumers so that they understand what the heck we're doing here.
Right.
As they see more and more attempt to pop up, but won't be the exact same product.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Last question. I wanted to talk to you about, your experience at Chobani.
Uh-huh.
Chobani, obviously one of the great success stories, in food and beverage, probably the last, 50 years. I mean, it's a really incredible story. $1 billion within about, what was it, how many years?
5 years.
5 years
Yep.
after it was launched. What sort of learning lessons can you take from your experience at Chobani
Right.
and apply them to La Colombe?
Well, I think, and I'm speaking personally, I think that this is going to grow bigger and faster than Chobani did. So
Why?
I got a good feeling about it. It's like I said, it's my personal feeling. I mean,
Intuition.
you do consume a lot more beverages, all right,
True.
than you do
Yep.
yogurt. So that's one main reason, of course. But this is amazing. Like, I go back to the first time I peeled back the first cup of Chobani and handed it to a customer, or potential customer, and they went, whoa, wow, this is amazing. What is this? This is different. It's the exact same response I got when I popped the first La Colombe draft latte and handed it to
Yeah.
somebody. The same reaction. We believe that it belongs in the refrigerated set, not shelf stable. It belongs in the dairy set, and that's where we're really focused on it. It'll be in other grab and go sections around the perimeter of grocery stores, but we learned that, if you're 80% dairy, you should probably be near the dairy department, right? And so near coffee creamers, La Colombe, yogurt, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Lost my mic. And so the most important piece is the manufacturing, right? Knowing when you can really step on the gas and make the big commitments to the national retailers, right? To say to Kroger, okay, let's go all stores, all items now.
Yeah.
We know how to do that. We know how to release it. We know how to promote it. We know how to forecast it. So we've taken a lot of the unknowns that you would think a startup like this would be facing. We have a really clear understanding of how to do it.
I don't ask about slotting fees, but I guess I can't get away without asking about
They're
slotting
great,
fees.
aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just awesome. We love them.
Well,
No, we don't. We have been you know, it depends on the channel, right?
Yeah.
In the natural world, it tends to be free fill. I'm sorry, I'm like, it's 100 degrees in here.
It's a little warm, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm putting you on the hot seat, asking about slotting fees. So blame
On
me
the
on
lights
it.
and all.
Yeah, exactly.
The slotting fees are what they are. You know, we
Yeah.
have to negotiate the best we can when we can, and in some scenarios you can, and some they just hard no you.
Yeah.
So you know, we have to be very, very smart with our cash, like every company starting up, and we'll do that, and we'll manage it.
All right.
So,
Well.
unless you guys can talk to the retailers and tell them to stop it.
Yeah.
I'll tell them.
I'd be happy to not
Yeah,
do it.
well, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
But congratulations again. Thanks
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
joining us. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
it. Hope to see you again really
Thank
soon.
you for the awards from everybody back in Philadelphia. We really appreciate it. Keep doing a great job.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you
for
very
joining us.
much. All right.